after the tank's removed, it's just 2 bolts, one at the top, and there will be one right here. We have to remove the airbox, and that way we can get to the carbs. Alright guys, so first step to remove this airbox is over here. There's a clamp. We're just going to remove it with a Phillips head. Pretty much only have to loosen it. I don't think you have to remove it all the way. And then the other side. This one's in there pretty good. I have to get a different screwdriver. So I managed to get both the intake bolts out, or screws. Next step is these boots down here that attach to the carburetor. There's 4. 1, 2, here's a 3rd one, and 4th one. Okay? Alright, so after those screws are done, you just unhook the hose from here, from the intake, and then there's another one over here, skinny. Okay? So there they are. And if you want, you can remember it, because this one has this thing over here. Then it should pull off. Inside the boots, there's these little things apparently. And I guess they just help it to get situated in here. Cool. And now here we are. Here's our 4 carburetors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's just a matter of disconnecting everything. So you guys are going to take a 10mm wrench. We're going to start loosening up these throttle cables. Let's see. Go. One's pretty loose. Pops right out. See, it sits like this. You remove this, you loosen this up, pull it out. Simple. Okay? And then we're going to loosen this one up. I think that's 12. Let me make sure. No, it's 10. So loosen this up.
The bottom part's spinning too. Shouldn't you hold the bottom part?
No, it doesn't matter. There you go. They're both undone, and then the next step would be to undo the cables themselves from the bottom. You kind of want to show them from down here. Can you see my finger?
Yeah.
Can you see the piece I'm trying to remove? It's the end of the throttle cable. You try to get as much slack as possible, and then pull it out. Here it is. Alright. There it is. Alright, both throttle cables out. Unhook this top tube. Here's the choke cable. Right here on the top right of the carburetor. Alright. Up here I want them to see. Here's the bracket. Here we go. Alright, so that was it. You take a Phillips head screwdriver, use the right side so you don't strip it, because these are all brass, and then adjust it at the top, and then it should just come right out. Yep, right there. Okay, here's the TPS sensor. You just want to push in here and pull out. Okay, next we got a few cables. To disconnect. One's over here at the bottom. We're just gonna try to loosen this right here. Watch your eyes. Alright, that's disconnected. That's gas. So behind the carburetors, you guys are gonna find all these coolant lines over here. I think we're gonna disconnect the end one over here on the right side, and down over here to the left. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see. Sorry about the shaky camera. Right there. I'm gonna move the one on this side, and that should free up this entire area for us to pull the carburetor. So this is the first coolant line. Back, twist, and Yep, green coolant. Spilling everywhere. Okay, so that's one, and then over here, here's another one. So we removed this coolant line from over here, right? And now we're gonna remove the other side right here. Here's the clamp, pull it back, and then just take it off. That's it. Okay, put a cap here, put it somewhere up here so it doesn't leak, and that's it. Now the carburetors are almost disconnected. We just have to take off this idle adjustment screw down here, and then we'll be good. And for that, we're gonna use a Allen key, I believe. So right here on the right side of the bike, it's gonna be this bolt. This is a 5mm hex key. We're just gonna start loosening it. This would be easier if I took the fender off, but it's more work. So the idle bracket disconnected. Now you can slide the cable through the frame and just pull it out. There it is. All right. So basically what I did was I flipped the carbs over a bowl, let all the gas drain out, or as much as possible, and now we're gonna focus on these float bowls. So be very careful. I usually like to replace these screws in favor of bolts, but bolts or Allen key setups, because these have a tendency to strip. There's one. Two. Three. Four. Alright guys, so that's how you remove one of the float bowls. Now you check to see how clean they are. This looks really clean, but it's possible the jets are still dirty, or the jets are dirty on one or more carburetors. So that's it. O-ring looks in pretty good condition. You want to make sure it's not squished, and that's it. Or I'm sorry, not O-ring, gasket. So you guys watch me take off all the float bowls. I like to keep them in order, you know, this way: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not really that important, but that's the way I do it. So upon initial inspection, this looks pretty good, this looks pretty good, this looks alright. What do you guys think about this one? Notice all this crap over here, and look at the jet.
It's completely blocked.
There you go. Let me try to get in focus for you guys. It's like, it's done. And that's from the carbs just being gummed up by old gas. So, this stuff over here. That's it. I think that's the problem. Once we clean this up, this bike will be running like brand new. We're going to remove the main jets. And then we're going to be removing the pilot ones from in here. Okay. And be very careful. You could use a wrench for these. I don't like to use sockets. And for the pilots, I just use a flat screwdriver. And like I said, be very careful because they have a tendency to strip. That's it. After that, I'm going to use carb cleaner and just clean out everything inside. I don't think I'm going to mess with the floats. Yeah, they feel okay. I'm not going to mess with the floats or anything else. This should be pretty simple. What you guys need is a 8mm wrench. Loosen them up. This is the really bad. Yep, it's completely clogged. I can't even see light through it. This one. Two. Three. And four. I'm using a flat blade screwdriver. Make sure that the blade is pretty wide. If you use one that's too skinny, you can destroy the pilot jet.
Can we show them the width in comparison to your finger or something?
No, I mean, you'll see. When you put it in, you'll get a feel for it. Once it's seated, give it a steady it, make sure it's straight, and it should come right out. Right? Right here, that's what it looks like. See? That's the width if anyone wanted to know.
Okay.
No damage. Time lapse. Carb cleaner. And we're just gonna spray down these carbs. Real good. Cover your eyes. We gotta get some compressed air out here too. This doesn't really make any difference, but I'm just doing it just in case. Alright. After the carbs are all cleaned up from the inside and sprayed down, just look, I'll spray them down a little bit more, but it's pretty good, much better than before. I took a wire from a wire brush. You could use a guitar string, and what you're gonna want to do is spray them down, and also insert the wire, and just go back and forth like that a little bit. And all these little holes on the sides too, you want to push them through, clean them out, and do that for all of them, pilot jets included. So one day has passed, and I rode the bike 100 miles today. Here it is, after carb cleaning. No choke needed. Start right up. It's perfect. That's it, simple. Anyone could do it.